Hello you guys, and welcome to Arizona. So I have never been to Arizona before, and the reason why I am here, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along with me, is because I'm here with my gym group. So basically I'm a part of this incredible gym downtown Burlington, and this is like a wellness retreat. I'm taking photos, I'm taking videos all along the way, and I'm gonna be sharing them on social media, on Instagram and TikTok and here on YouTube. But this trip is all centered around wellness, recharging, recentering, and I gotta say, it is exactly what the doctor ordered. I took quite a few clips yesterday, just kind of getting all settled here. So today is our first full day here. So maybe I will cut to a couple of those clips now. Welcome to Arizona. That is right, I am in Phoenix, Arizona. I have never been here before. If you were from Arizona, oh my goodness gracious. It's so beautiful here. Let me show you my room. Now I have extra luggage. No, I did not bring 5 million suitcases, but it's because 2 of the girlies are just waiting for their room. And here is the beautiful washroom. Such a big shower. They also have, sorry for the echo here, Biological Beauty Grown Alchemist here, which is beautiful. Huge mirror so we can get ready, film some TikToks, things like that. I very much still have the plane on me, and I'm very much looking forward to an everything shower tonight. And I actually even think that I'm gonna do a tan. I brought some Saint Tropez tan with me because I didn't have any time to do this before I left. I also made a couple of quick little purchases, but I'm gonna show you those along the way. And then here is the room. We've got the double bed there. Only me in here though. And then I have unloaded all of my tech and bits and bobs. There is a huge wardrobe right there. And I just actually bought this bathing suit from the spa gift shop because I was looking for a one piece that I really liked. And this is like the Hunza G one. It's not Hunza G though. It is by Love and Bikinis. And then I also have some dish pants and some Lululemon slides that I'm gonna pop on. But here is our view. I have quite a few classes. We're gonna experience a few things. I signed us up for Aeriel yoga. I've never tried that before. We've got a morning hike tomorrow, as well as on Wednesday. It's officially Sunday right now. Actually, the hike might be on Tuesday. There's a champagne toast, as well as dinners that we're going to. We're getting all dressed up. I have so many new outfits to show you guys, and I truly cannot wait. And it's kind of nice to be here in this room on my own, just because I haven't really gotten this chance to unwind and kind of reflect on the year that was just had, and I tied up a lot of loose ends with work before leaving. So I really want to talk to you about my intentions this year. I already miss Scotty and Rosie so much, but I know that they are so happy that I'm having this experience. So let's get changed, head down to the pool, and then there may be some things that I show you tonight, but it might just be B-roll, and I might catch up with you tomorrow because I'm thinking of possibly having an everything shower tonight, and I just want to enjoy it before an early morning, before I continue babbling on. I hope you're doing well, and I can't wait to experience this with you. It is 6:30, which means it's actually 8:30, and I brought with me some shampoo from a lovely PR pack from L'Oreal, and they sent across their bond repair. It was just so wonderful hanging out by the pool, catching some rays, and then as soon as the sun went down, it was like, oh my goodness gracious, it is so much cooler now. So I'm gonna have that everything shower. We actually have dinner quite late, and then I have a very early hike. So I'm just gonna get in, have dinner, and get out of there, and then immediately come back. But I'm gonna pull up a little bit and do my hair and all that kind of stuff because I will love to have it done for the hike tomorrow, which sounds ridiculous, but we'll be taking photos and things like that. So it'll be nice just to have it curled and done. And then it'll be good for the next couple days. So let's do it. So we're at this amazing resort. It's called Civana, and it's in an area called Carefree, which is hilarious because I feel like that is the perfect town for this to be in. It's just about 45 minutes outside of the Phoenix airport. This is going to be all about the wellness, the recentering, and just the inspiring joy and connection with people. Speaking of that, I'm so pleased that the sponsor of this video is BetterHelp. Now, BetterHelp was such a saving grace for me in 2020. The best thing about it, I think, is that you can participate in BetterHelp anywhere. So I'm actually gonna have a session here in Arizona because it is one of my goals this year, even before they reached out to get back into therapy, because there's a few things that I want to address. BetterHelp, it's better H-E-L-P, and that's the website too. If you go to betterhelp.com/Amanda Weldon, there's also gonna be a little deal for you to kind of get some entry sessions. One of the coolest things is how many therapists they have. They have tens of thousands of therapists. I ended up finding a really amazing one. She was in South Carolina in 2020. Now, I think I'm ready to kind of make a change of therapist, and that is the coolest thing too. I would say the second coolest thing is if you don't align with the person that you meet up with perfectly kind of off the start, if you really don't hit it off, you can change therapists at any time. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And I think I'm looking for someone to really talk about, you know, creativity, to talk about judgment, self-judgment, comparison, things like that, and things about scaling my business in a good mental aspect and kind of shutting out negative thoughts myself. There's a few other things I've written down in my journal too, but I'll digress about that. It's amazing because you can kind of check in. Oh, and you can also have a video call, a phone call, or just message. So whatever you're comfortable with. It's also a bit more affordable than conventional therapy. Honestly, whatever works best for you. Especially I was thinking, if you're in a remote town and maybe you don't have a lot of options for therapy, this is a great way to get started. So as we are continuing to talk about things that I want to change, there's a few products that I also purchased that I'm going to show you in this vlog that I'm making little changes in my life that I think are going to take me in a really positive direction. BetterHelp has been a really big part of that. So I'll leave that link down below. I'm so grateful, BetterHelp. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. And besides that, thank you so much for your services because you truly changed the trajectory of my life in 2020, and I'm ready to have that experience again. And that's the other cool thing is you can just address one thing and be like, okay, amazing, off to the races, and then kind of recheck in later. It's great, but I'm really also happy to just kind of have an opportunity to kind of recenter. So this morning I got up at a really nice time. The thing you have to keep in mind, especially when you have a travel day, I was up at 4:30 a.m. but they're 2 hours behind us. So we actually ended up going to bed quite late. It's one of those things where you just don't want to miss the opportunity though. I originally had scheduled a hike for 7 a.m., but thankfully we are going on a hike on Wednesday. Today is Monday, and I'm definitely gonna bring you guys along with us. Supposedly the views are amazing, and already seeing the views of Arizona, oh my gosh, so beautiful. But I really had to lean into the idea of it's okay if plans change. And you are the leader of your own destiny, and you can also say no to something even though originally you said yes. It's not flaky. You were just taking control. So originally I had a hike planned at 7 a.m. It was going to be an intermediate/advanced hike. I was a little bit nervous about it. A couple of the girlies were gonna come, but then we just wanted to lean into getting here, seeing everyone, hanging out, having an amazing dinner, maybe having a little drink or two. I haven't had coffee or alcohol at all this entire year. So I had my first little cocktail with the girlies last night, which was so much fun, all in moderation, right? And then we switched it up for a HIIT Pilates class this morning, which was so fun, which is why I'm wearing this. I'm actually gonna film that video that I just talked about. Later in the week, I'm gonna have my session with BetterHelp. And then after I am done filming that, because I wanna make sure we are all set on YouTube, because my word this year is focus. And I just wanna be here as much as possible. There are some new cuties here on the channel too, and I am so, so grateful to have you here. I've been babbling along for quite some time. So let's get into this video and embrace the beautiful sunsets, the sunrises, the energy here, and all of the classes that Civana has to offer. I can't wait. We have a spa service too, so I will show you those areas and all of this resort if you've ever been interested in this. So glad to have you guys here. Hope you're doing well. Let's do it. That's so cute.
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good.
Yes.
Lauren is also joining for the vlog.
Yeah.
And that is so lovely. We're going to HIIT Pilates. We were actually supposed to do that hike, or a hike that I was recommending, and it's like 3 hours, intermediate to advanced, and a very, very tough hike. So Lauren convinced us otherwise, and I actually think it's a great idea. You guys, she is ready. We are heading down to the pool finally. That has been a lot of filming. My jaw is so tight. We gotta get lunch, Ray-Bans, my little hoops from Oak and Eve. I had to pause there for a second to think. I also got this bathing suit from the resort, and these pants are dish, and you would have seen those in my packing video. Let's go.
We're in trances, going all to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive, get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, you like when you feel like calling midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby. I was hoping maybe that you cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in transits, going off to different places, different planets.
Checking in. It is now officially the afternoon. I actually got a dip in the pool. It was so lovely, but as soon as you get out, again, as the sun's set, I can't even, with my words, I haven't talked in the last little bit because I've just been hanging by myself. Do you ever have that where you don't talk for a while, you don't even realize, and then when you open your mouth, gibberish? But I was a little chilly, so came back and realized, oh my gosh, you have the permission to just kind of hang out and do whatever you'd like. So I decided to iron the bits that I pulled out of my wardrobe, because obviously they were all packed up and everything is linen, so I know linen will naturally crease, and that honestly is the beauty of it for me through the day as you get those natural creases, but I don't want to start that way. So I did my best to get some of those out, and then I had a little bite to eat and I reapplied my makeup. I also put on a fresh tan, so I'm hoping, because I didn't have time to do that when I was at home, so I'm hoping that that will be okay. The dress I'm wearing is black with a white border, so I hope that it doesn't get too tanned up, but I mean, we'll try our best, right? I think I'm gonna film a little getting ready with me TikTok and Reel, and then I'll check in with you guys and show you exactly how I am styling my dinner outfit and then take you for that. We're gonna go, the girlies, we're gonna go for a little walk around property, just a quick half hour, grab some cute shots. We're all gonna be dressed up before dinner, and then we'll meet for our group dinner and then so I'm gonna go early and get some shots at the table, and supposedly there's a very special guest, which I'm excited to meet. And yeah, and I'm not being elusive. I literally don't know who it is. We just keep getting told there's a very special guest. So I'm not being one of those YouTubers that's like, I have something exciting, but I can't tell you because I don't know. So I'll definitely make sure that I have you guys present for that too. And then rediscovering in my collection the Bronzy drops. I have this little tiny one. I think it was probably a birthday gift from Sephora. And instead of bringing bronzer, because I've run out, actually I love the Charlotte Tilbury wand, but I ran out. I would have definitely brought that with me. But I've basically been using it like that product. I have been pinching my contour brush, applying some of the Bronzy. Okay, let's see, that's the mitt from tanning, by the way. Apply a little bit of that, and I was kind of using it as a sculpting, and it was honestly really effective. I knew that I was going to be testing it out here, and it really worked. And then the last thing I'll show you, because I do have to go and film that before the sun goes down, is my mascara. I am not gonna lie, I do get asked a lot about my mascara. It's not one of those things where it's like, a lot of people ask me about my skincare routine. No, I actually do. And I use the Rare Beauty mascara, and I use it just in black. Honestly, if you want big dramatic lashes, and I do have long lashes, if you want those dramatic big lashes, and if I use a mascara that isn't gonna stay in place, I will get mascara all under here. This doesn't happen with the Rare Beauty mascara. I've been using it for, I would say, over 2 years now as my absolute cult fave, and I recommend it to everyone. Highly recommend. All right, angels. Okay, so this is the look. This dress is so beautiful. It also has this like slit in the back that is also like trimmed out, which is lovely, and adjustable straps. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. There's something really elegant about black linen and white linen together, and this is gorgeous. I probably would have chosen a different bag if I was at home, but actually the test kind of goes with everything because of hardware wise. I also would have chosen different shoes. But when you pack lightly, you have to mix and match. And my Pamela card earrings are also some of my absolute faves. The sun is effectively setting. Let's see if we can get that exposure right as we just adjust here. Look at that, gorgeous. So we're just gonna head out, go take some pictures, and we'll see you on the other side. Satisfying you while I keep bleeding. We just did a quick photo shoot. I know it's so dark here, but all the girlies look so good. I'll put a couple of the cutest photos of them on the screen now. The sunset is incredible here. Probably one of the best things about Arizona. And the guys are joining. The girls are all ready, and the guys are just hanging in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh yeah, that's true.
These are the nicest clothes I got, okay?
Oh, it feels like yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow, yellow, yellow. You have to let me go. Yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow. We tried too many times. Don't misbehave. You must not know me. You make me crazy. Kinda like Johnny. Don't sit down better.
Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. What a phenomenal dinner. The dinner was amazing and it was curated. We chose what protein we wanted tonight, either salmon or chicken before arriving, and everything else was curated. Lori and Chris Harder were here, which was really, really cool. And we actually had one of the most interesting, intimate dinners that I've ever had with people that I absolutely love, but quite a few strangers to me. So we would go around the table and we were asking intimate questions, and there's one that actually made me tear up quite a bit. Maybe still a pain body that I am dealing with, but the question was, what are you most proud of personally and what are you most proud of professionally? And everyone was getting so real, like so real. And so that one made me tear up because I'm very proud of a past version of who I am for getting through some things and being where I am now and who I am now. But it was just so cathartic. You know when you have that feeling where you leave a conversation or a situation, and if you're anything like me, I very much wear my heart on my sleeve, and it's easy to crack open vulnerability for me. It always has been. Maybe that's part of the you are you, and that is your power, and that's one of my superpowers. But oftentimes you can leave scenarios like that and also feel, oh my gosh, did I just trauma dump? What's happening? What did I just say? Did I say it to the right people? Was that an actual safe space? And that has been something that I've actually learned along the way, is when to open up and say things that feel very vulnerable, and to be vulnerable. And it truly is a superpower to be vulnerable. So if you feel like you've had scenarios where you've been vulnerable, amazing. So proud of you. It's truly amazing. But I've learned that now I need to really feel safe and know that that's okay. And because of the people who brought us here, Matt and Allie, and the people that they surround themselves with, they're all the same type of person. And because I'm in that room with those people and they were being vulnerable, it just felt like such a safe place to land. And it felt like such a wonderful thing to be a part of. And at first it was really overwhelming because I was one of the last people to go. So as everyone went, I was listening intently, and then little bursts of thinking of, okay, how do I want to approach this? So your heart rate I could feel my heart racing before answering the question. And there were other questions after that too. Great ones, really fun ones, and other vulnerable ones, but they just didn't feel like they didn't have the gravitas that this specific one did for me in my heart. The other ones I was delighted to answer, and this one I was too. But yeah, I could just feel my heart absolutely racing, and just knowing that it was gonna be okay to share, that was really special. So today has been an incredible day. I also had opportunities where I really wanted to get some work done, but again, as I told you earlier, this is supposed to be something to relax and settle in on and to enjoy some time as well. But I do enjoy work, to be honest, I really do. But I was in the pool at one point, and all I was thinking was, you're in the pool, be in the pool, enjoy the pool, here you are in the pool. And you're so lucky to have this opportunity to do this, so that was awesome. Tomorrow, it's actually 1 a.m. my time at home, and it is, wait, what would it be? Is it 11 or 12? Oh my gosh, what time is it? It is 11:11. I've been seeing 11:11 so much. That's actually crazy. Okay, lately though, I have been catching 11:11 every single day, no matter what. I don't know what it is. I have been catching 11:11 on my phone, and if you're into the woo, maybe you have an answer for me for that. But tomorrow we have yoga in the morning. It's actually a private session in a studio I haven't been in yet, so not the one that we were at in this morning. So I'm so excited to go see it. It's gonna be sunrise yoga as well, so definitely gonna bring you guys along for that. The yawns are starting, but that's a good thing because I need to be tired right now, because yes, it is 6:30, the class. So I'm meeting the girlies that are staying next door to me in the hallway at 6:10, because we're meeting in the front at 6:20, and now you officially know the itinerary, so go back in time and join us. And I'm gonna wear my brightest color that I brought to energize the sunrise yoga, so it's gonna be lovely. So I'm gonna bid you adieu. I'm gonna take off my makeup. It is gonna be wonderful. I'm literally gonna have a rinse off shower because of the tan that I put on earlier, and rinse it off. But I love the way that it has developed. Side note, if you are curious about a tan to bring along with you, this is the one I brought. It is, please focus, it is Saint Tropez Self Tan Classic, and it's really nice. It says natural looking tan, and I honestly agree. It looks really, really natural. Even the girlies earlier, I was saying, oh, I put on tan, and they were just saying, oh, I thought you just got really sun-kissed. So it's perfect. I digress. I'll love you and leave you, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. I think it's time for some yoga. Oh my gosh, that was so lovely. Oh my gosh, my hair is all alfalfa sprouts. That was so lovely. We woke up for sunrise yoga today, as you saw, and it was gorgeous because literally the sun was just cresting over the horizon, and it is a beautiful, beautiful day. And then after that, I grabbed some drone footage and we just sat out by this beautiful pit and just had like a connecting moment. It was one of those organic times where we're all like, yeah, let's go grab a coffee, let's hang out. And everyone just gets along so well because everyone's such a high vibe person. So this morning has already been a fast start. Today we have the spa and it's actually behind me. I'll show you a little bit better later, obviously, with some footage because it is gorgeous, and I'm really hoping that I can do the contrast pools as well. I have an uplift aromatherapy massage because I want it just to be very relaxing, and I truly can't wait. I'm a bundle of knots. So I hope you guys are having a great morning as well, and you felt all relaxed after that little yoga compilation and the sunrise. Get that content, girl. Officially ready for spa day. I figured that I would wear something just cute over there. I also packed my bathing suit, but I'll run you through it. Edge of Ember earring and necklace. This is from Victoria's collection and I love it so much. It's mother of pearl. And then I have a dish top and bottom. And I just love how they're in oatmeal because I would usually be drawn to something like this in white, and oatmeal is just so nice and calming. And then I'm also wearing my Rest Feel slides, which have proven to be one of the best things that I have brought on this vacation. They are so incredibly comfortable and they are perfect if you're coming on a vacation like this where you're kind of in and out, but you're also going to fitness classes. They are absolutely wonderful. I'm just so happy to have them in my collection. So yes, here's the outfit. Let's go to the spa, cuties. I feel like, I wonder if every single time I come in for a vlog entry, I say, oh my goodness gracious, that was amazing. Trying to find a place to put you guys down. It's tough because you can't really, maybe right here. It's tough because you can't really vlog at a spa. It's just not appropriate to do so. But I did get a lot of iPhone footage. I didn't actually take my vlog camera into the spa because, I mean, people are paying a lot to be here. I want to make sure they are super comfortable too. But I definitely did get some snaps. And actually, maybe I'll pull up a little seat. No, way too low. I always love leaving these bits in because sometimes it's my favorite to watch people in a vlog just figure life out. I got to wear my Celine sunnies today, which made me feel like an absolute rock star. And the massage was incredible. Just what the doctor ordered as well. And tonight we are actually gonna go out in town, and tomorrow we have a very early hike. So I think I'm gonna go shower, get ready, listen to a podcast, and I'll show you what I'm wearing tonight. And also, did I show you what I was wearing this morning? I'm almost positive I did. It's felt like a very long day being in the sun. The longest day of me being in the sun in a very long time. I'm very bad at just laying and enjoying the sun. So I'm actually quite proud of myself for that today. You know, sometimes when you get ready after feeling like a complete toe and you're like, okay, who is she? That is how I feel like right now. I will say, if you have ever wanted a good hair day, the desert. Incredible hair days, your hair stays. It is amazing. The last time I had this experience where my hair would actually stay the way that I wanted it to was when I was in Las Vegas, the desert. But I wanted to show you my outfit tonight because I am absolutely in love with it. Okay, so this is a dish top. It is definitely fine. It is a thin top. I am gonna be bold tonight and hope the lights aren't too bright. I'm not gonna wear a bra, but I definitely can do that. I have a dish belt on as well. This is what I've been eyeing up for quite some time because I have some gorgeous belts that I have invested in, like my Celine belt, but sometimes you just want that quiet luxury feel and not to have a logo. And this one caught my eye because I think it will look so gorgeous with pants, proven with jeans, as well as with skirts and everything like that. It's got a ton of holes, so you can definitely layer it. And then these are the Wilder jeans from Reformation, and I actually think these are my new favorite jeans that I own. And by I think, no, I can 100% confirm they are incredible. So I'm sure I will be wearing these again. Maybe I'll even put them on tomorrow. Actually, I'm having two thoughts at the same time. I will include more about them in my packing video, but I actually forgot my AirPods in the robe that I was wearing down at the spa today. So prior to going to meet everyone, I'm gonna head over there very quickly or even talk to the front desk and see if I can get a hold of them because I had that terrible feeling where I opened up my AirPods case and they were not there. So I will take you guys along with me and I'll let you know how that goes. We're going into town tonight and it's supposed to be Western, it's kind of Western town vibes. So I'm very curious to see, one, where we end up, and two, just kind of taking the culture and the scene. So let's do it.
I remember the days, all those years ago that never fade away. And I remember your face when you hit the ground. I can recall the time and place on the midnight
Restaurant called? Do you know? Buffalo chips. It's called Buffalo chips. And Allie is learning her next class for benchmark. Yeah, I'm into line dancing. Do you want to see it? Yeah! We're right behind the Huron.
time sings a song in the old neighborhood. As the clock strikes one, the memory lives just as it stood, like a quiet dream. The shadows of that time are cast beneath the streetlight beam. As the world moves on, time sings a song. Don't cry, don't cry.
Hike day. Good morning, guys.
We're in trances, going all to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like the drive, get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, me like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby. I was hoping maybe that you'd cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to.
Catchup that are very good at absorbing and retaining moisture. And then when you're in the desert, everything wants to get that moisture. So you just put up a little barbed wire fence.
So these holes in the ground, what are these?
Real quick, we're gonna let these hikers come through behind us. The small stuff beneath, like when there's a bunch of them, it's little like ground rodents will make homes like that. And then we also have a lot of another hiker coming through, like insect beetles and stuff like that. That are very good diggers.
It's not all snakes.
Not scorpions.
Okay. No. Just want to pause. I want to catch their breath real quick. And this was the flat spot. So now we start the climb. So just want to give everyone a chance to sip some water, catch their breath.
We might need a wardrobe change.
Yes. So after this first push, we'll have a nice outlook that's kind of looking over. So we'll stop and probably shed a layer.
Can we see the end result from here? Like, is that
That's the thumb. So that line.
Going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed, I wonder.
Good morning officially, you guys. We are hiking Tom's Thumb today, and we're in the lead. I'll show you where Tom's Thumb is actually. Right up there. Good job, Kim. You're doing great, kiddo.
That's really nice.
I feel like a Hufflepuff. We are still quite far, but we've been checking it. We have some switchbacks coming for us, so I think I'll chat with you guys when we get to the top. But oh my god, it is so beautiful here. The layers have slowly started to come off, and Tommy's taking the lead here. Yes. Lauren and I are matching in our navy. Just felt like a navy day.
Plants off of itself. So we've gotten really good at doing this, the teddy bear in particular, because obviously it's covered in lots of needles, but all of the needles are actually covered all the way down with microscopic barbs. So like Charlie just demonstrated, if you touch it with any sort of fabric, even your skin, it will actually latch on and it doesn't like to let go.
He's talking about these. They're called teddy bear cholla. Nicest name, meanest cactus.
When people come and travel and they don't. No.
We have officially, I'm sorry if it's a bit windy, we've officially made it to the top of Tom's Thumb, and oh my goodness, it was absolutely worth the trek. Look at these guys. Now it's time to head back down, and the only thing we're worried about is that it's going to be a little bit slippy, but it is the most gorgeous, oh gosh, oh my gosh. I love how I'm worried it's gonna be a little slippy, and I'm like, whoa. Gather myself, but oh my gosh, it's the most gorgeous day with the most gorgeous people in the most gorgeous place. Jeez. How did you like it?
Loved it. I'm a little nervous that we have to go all the way down. There's no like helicopter to pick us up.
I know, me too. I was taking some photos on the way up, and I'm like, do you know what? I'm gonna take a couple photos on the way up, but I don't think this is gonna be my task on the way down because my eyeballs are gonna be down at my feet. So, how long was this hike?
4 miles.
4 miles.
4 miles.
And let me show you a little pan. Allie's wearing this Alala set, which is so cute. Look at this literal ray of sunshine. I'm so sorry if it's so windy. And there's Tom's Thumb. And that's where we just took photos. Stunning.
Y'all guess what I'm going to talk about? The saguaro cactus. There's two main reasons for why they only grow here. The Sonoran Desert is the wettest desert in the world, so we get more rainfall on average comparatively to any other desert.
How much is that?
About 9.7 inches is what we average. Yeah. And this is a very, very big oversimplification, but they kind of say that to be classified as a desert, you need 10 inches or less of annual rainfall. So we're like right there, right just under the line. And then pairing nicely with how much water we get, because they retain all their water. They get up to about 80 to 90% water if they're real plump. They retain the moisture, and then pairing nicely, we are the warmest desert in the world, and I don't mean hottest, but warmest. We don't get as cold as other deserts. So our winters are what we're experiencing right now. It is not very cold. If we get a cold front that moves in, we may just a couple times a year hit freezing, but it's briefly overnight and it comes right back up. Once they're established around 10 years old, they'll sprout up a lot faster. So by the time they're 20 years old, they should be between 1.5 to 2 feet tall. So about knee height is a 20-year-old saguaro.
Wow.
After that, I don't go based on height. They grow so different depending on where they sit. So it's highly based on resources, water, sun, soil, all the good stuff that plants need. So I don't go based just on how tall they are, but once they reach 50 to 55 years old, that's when they reach maturity, and that's when they can produce their flowers and their fruit. So they don't have any flowers or fruit until they're 50 years old, so they can't reproduce until then. Around 75 years old, they begin to grow arms. So they don't have any arms until they're about 75 years old. Once the arms begin to grow, they grow at an average rate of about 1 foot per decade. Once it gets 75, you get that second generation. It can have as many kids as it has the resources and personality for. So it'll grow as many arms of that second generation, and the third generation would be once that those kids are 75 and they have more kids. So it just kind of like keeps going. Oldest in recorded history was about 320 years old, so they can get up there.
Quite the family tree.
What do you think's happening at the bottom?
That's something. So it was 75 to grow the arms, and then the arms grow at about a foot per decade, so it's about another 10 to 18, so it's probably 100 years old.
Wow.
Also, fun fact, I think I'm right, the Sonoran Desert comes into Canada at the bottom end of Lake Okanagan.
That would be the Great Basin.
Yeah.
Great
Wow.
Basin. Yeah.
Is that why there's cactuses up there too?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I hope you heard a lot of that, and I devastatingly turned off my camera right before he was telling us about the actual federal punishment if you cut down a saguaro, right, Mike?
Yes, saguaro cactus.
So it's 25 years in prison and $25,000. And he was telling us a story. I'm just gonna say it just in case it didn't get caught. But there was a couple that was building a house, this like beautiful huge house. They bought this amazing property. It had 2 of them on property, right in the middle of their plans. And this way, guys. I was gonna go that way.
Bunch of lights.
Yeah, it was right in the middle of their plans, and I think they were told that they were not allowed to cut them down, and they cut them down, and then they buried them in the yard. The neighbors called on them, and they got 20 years in prison. Wild, but also kind of amazing that that is what the national parks and everyone is doing to save this species, because we are just guests on this planet. We have officially finished our hike, and we went all the way to that. It was amazing. It was so amazing. You obviously feel incredible on the way down, but your quads and your calves and everything is just burning. And the moment when you're going up that you feel like, I can't go any longer, you somehow reach a plateau and you get that little bit of a break. We are all, sorry for touching my hair so much, just don't know what it's doing. We are all very much ready to hydrate, maybe go relax by the pool. Later today, I also have a vibe and flow yoga, which I'm actually really looking forward to. That extra stretch today, and it's on their yoga lawn, so it will be outside, and that will be extra lovely. So let's head home, because I think we're all a little hungry. That hike was amazing, you guys. We quickly headed back. I'm trying to remember if I caught footage, because I was just doing some editing and some work, and it's almost like I format my brain and I'm on to the next task, because I'm just trying to keep up with a couple things for you guys as well as Matt and Allie. I got an iced vanilla oat milk matcha latte, and it was just what the doctor ordered after that hike and rehydrating. I think I mentioned when we were there that I have some lawn yoga at 4. So I think I'm gonna give myself some grace and just let myself have an hour off before that, just because I've spent the past 2 hours doing some work. So yeah, let's go back out into the sun. That hike was just so amazing. Matt and Allie and I, we were walking. They're the ones that own Benchmark. I think I've mentioned that. We were walking and he was like, we were coming down the hill and he was like, how crazy is it that we met just over a year and a bit ago, almost 2 years ago. And he's like, and now we're in Arizona together. It's just so fun. It's been amazing kind of going deeper with some people and having chats and really getting to know each other. It's been absolutely phenomenal in that sense. So I want to go join all those kids and not feel the FOMO that I'm feeling. I'm not someone who typically feels a ton of FOMO, but right now I definitely am. So bathing suit on, even though I'm gonna have to dash back here to put on my outfit. Everything's so close. Quick 20 minutes at the pool, a quick munch of these Terra chips, and we're off to yoga. So this is where the yoga lawn is. Isn't this so gorgeous?
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third.
Yeah.
If not sooner.
Yoga, incredible. It was the perfect stretch ever. I am dashing out so quickly because I've just gotten ready for dinner with this beautiful linen dress from Dish. I'll show you a little bit more outside, but I'm going to meet everyone because I'm going to be taking some headshots and couple shots and a big group photo together. That reminds me, oh, I'm so glad we did this. That reminds me, I need my tripod. Okay, so I'll see you soon. So I was rushing, and thankfully it's just 4 of us here right now. This is Jordy. She owns the Vine in Benchmark. If you're ever interested in getting infusions and you're in the area, can you like actually tell us a little bit about it? Sure. Wait, let's go in the shade. I think this would be amazing. One, for me to learn more about it, but then also you guys. So I'm literally gonna turn this on you as if I was interviewing you. Okay, so what is an IV? Like, why would someone, what is it?
So an IV is essentially you're putting a needle directly into your vein and you administer vitamin therapy directly into your bloodstream. So you absorb 100% of the vitamins that you're receiving versus taking it orally and you're not really absorbing half of them, maybe 70% of them.
Oh my, I hate that stat where it's like you're peeing out most of what you're taking in.
Yeah.
So what are some of the IVs that you administer? Because you're a registered nurse, this is your business.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we administer 6 different vitamin therapies. So there's Radiance, which is really good for anti-aging, skin glow, hydration. There's Myers Cocktail, so that's your vitamins A through E. That's really good just for your vitamin top-up once a month. There's NAD, which is really good for your athletic recovery, cell regeneration, your overall well-being. It's amazing right now. A lot of hype around NAD. There is the Day After, which is for
pretty self-explanatory, that one.
Yeah, a little bit too much to drink maybe. You need that extra hydration. And then there is the glutathione, which is the detox, and that one really helps with just detoxifying everything in your system, getting all the toxins out and all the good stuff.
Well, if you guys want to learn more, definitely follow the Vine on Instagram. I'm going to tag them down below. And the second really important thing you need to know about Jordy is she's also a bride, and so she's in her white era. You guys remember that here on YouTube with me, right? And she's actually also getting married at Kurt's Orchard. So besides that, you'll just want to follow her journey.
The same as you.
Yeah, we're twins. We're twins. Shall we set up for this photo?
Absolutely.
I've been thinking more about your dessert thing too. I think we should get the gelato cart. I'm just saying. This is like, Mike just was like, this is Tom's thumb. We're going down a very steep hill and Allie is wearing heels, but doesn't she look gorgeous? We just had an absolute rapid fire photo shoot of every single person and a group photo that turned out so cute. Everyone just walking towards the camera. I'll put one on right now. But we're walking towards the spa and look at this, you guys. How Gorgina. So cute. Hi, Ellie. Hi. We're walking towards the spa because this is where we're having dinner tonight. There's Allie and Matt is just in front of her and they've organized this whole shebang ski. My heart is racing. That is just something else. Good morning, you guys. I feel like I look so sleepy. Starting the morning this morning with the sound of birds. I'm sure you can hear them.
I was just texting Scotty this exact same message, and I was like, oh, I should share this in the vlog. Some Flow water, that's the water that they have here at Civana. I finally figured out how to say the name of this resort correctly. Overnight oats, as well as an oat vanilla matcha latte in this beautiful fire just on Seed Patio. This is basically like their little market slash cafe, and they have so many things here, so many beautiful drinks. It's also just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the spa, so you do kind of get that sound of the lapping water. Let's see what Scotty said. I said, starting the morning with the sound of birds, fire, matcha, overnight oats, and some Flow water, life is good. And he said, good morning, my beeb. Rosie did the classic, lie on my chest this morning with paws around my neck. She's clearly missing you and wanted to share the ritual with someone. Love hearing that your evening was so fun and can't wait to see photos and hear all about the trip. And we were just like, one more sleep. So excited to see him. Today, I switched up. I was supposed to have this intention candles thing, but I think it's something that I could do at home, and I don't know how I would get that candle home and it was going to be $70 US, so I was like, okay, I'm going to switch this out. I'm going to do a microfascial or myofascial release, and then I am going to do aerial yoga. So it's 2 yogas today, a whole bunch of work, and there is a chance, there's this little chance that I'm going to be taking you to Scottsdale just for the evening for dinner. So we have some fun plans. And if we don't, then we're just going to be chillaxing. We're going to be editing footage, photos from the trip, as well as doing those yoga classes and just enjoying. I think I'm going to do some journaling as well today. The sun hasn't quite rose yet, and the lighting here is just so beautiful and even. Last thing, I have so much more to share about last night and meeting Lindsay Schwartz and Elliot Schwartz. It was just so wonderful. They were our special guests at dinner, and dinner was beautiful. I didn't film too much because I was like, I'm just going to enjoy this, but I'll tell you that when I'm a little bit more awake and a little bit more put together. And I also have this little cutie pie joining me. Lauren is also joining me.
Right now I'm standing in the corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh. I don't know what it is about you. It must be in the way.
If you guys come to Civana, the one class you have to take is the myofascial release. I thought it was going to be more like stretching and yoga, and it was the ball, it was the roller, it was incredible. I feel so much looser, and I feel like I also learned tools that I can now bring home. The myofascial release in the hands, I had no idea that I was carrying that much tension in my hands from working on the computer and things like that. I think I literally want to make a content series about how to do it. It was amazing. If you are carrying tension somewhere, grab a tennis ball or grab these balls. I will literally link the exact ones that they use down below in the description, because these would be amazing to have on hand. It was such a good class.
Just say the word and we can leave this place. I'll take you anywhere.
Officially the last class of this trip, and the one I have been looking forward to truly the most. I'm gonna go do aerial yoga for the first time, and I am really hoping I love it so much that it won't be my last. So I thought we could go together, obviously. I have been doing work on the bed for a little bit, just really settling in and enjoying this last day and just trying to get organized. Supposed to go to Scottsdale tonight, but I actually am kind of feeling that my soul is pulling me to just be here and relax, and not like totally relax, but get some work done. I'm gonna put on my little sunnies, and I want to be there a little bit early and not be naughty and be late for this class because I really want to enjoy. So let's go. bring my vlog camera into the class, but I pretty much filmed the entire thing on my phone. And how cool is this? Wow, aerial yoga is so fun. And I have to say, I also got an iced matcha latte. And I have to say, one of the best parts about the class was our teacher, Angie. She was like just childlike. And she basically said at the beginning of the class, she was like, we are just going to agree to play and have fun as if we were on the monkey bars. We're all going to be 6, we're all going to be 7, we're all going to be 8 years old. Just channel that inner child. And truly, it was so much fun. She said we were maybe the best class she's ever had, but I was like, you say that to everybody. But we all got into the poses really, really well. I am super proud of that, and I'm so glad that I got to go to that class because it was such a joy, and I feel like it has just turned my day on its head in the best way. So I am going to settle in and then get ready for dinner. I've been doing a little bit of journaling as well. I just kind of did that without the camera on, just so that I didn't have any distraction in my mind. And then I think I will end up going to Scottsdale. That is going to be departing around 4:30. My instinct is wanting to stay here and just really cozy in. But I also have to remember that I'm going down for dinner, and it doesn't matter when people are coming back because I can book a car at any time and come back a little bit earlier if people want to stay out a little longer, and that is completely okay. I don't feel FOMO, like I don't feel like I'm going to be upset of missing out. Like that's not why I'm going tonight. I think it's just I'm really excited that this is just something new to experience, and it's turned into an enthusiastic yes versus me thinking, oh, I should really just rest and do some work. So yes. The word vomit continues. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you're enjoying this vlog so far. I am going to check in when I have my outfit on. It is my last outfit that I have planned for this trip, so I can show you that. I love it so much. So I will show you when I get ready, and then we'll head to Scottsdale just for a little last hurrah for this vlog and this trip. Okay, cutie pies, I am officially ready. This top is from Posse. I am wearing my little dish belt as well as my Reformation jeans. I actually don't even know if I need to wear the belt because I feel like it'll just pooch out. I think I'm gonna take that off. And then I'm wearing my Steve Madden sandals, my Chloe Tess, because those are basically the shoe and accessory that I brought that have been the hero. And I think I might even change up my earrings. Let's do that. And then I'm gonna go. I like this change up. We're doing the Olive & Piper cruise hoops just to add a little bit extra flair. Now it's time to go. Oh my gosh, last night's dinner was absolutely incredible. But alas, the bag is here and it is time to wrap up this Arizona journey. You guys, this has been a very long vlog and I am so appreciative. If you have made it this far, please do leave the cactus emoji down in your comment because you are my kind of people. I love watching a long vlog, but when you're in the middle of filming one, every single time you take a clip, you're thinking, oh my goodness, here we go. It is getting longer and longer. I cannot wait to go and see my Scotty and my little Rosie girl. Truly, they are just calling me home today, and it's that feeling of the last day of a trip when you know it's your travel day and all that is happening is in your heart is that calling and that yearning to be home. So I'm very excited to kind of close up this little Arizona journey, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to have been able to come here, especially with the Benchmark crew. Last night we actually, over dinner, the crew that was there, we can't help but to get into super deep conversations about life and things like that. And we ended up actually creating a book club, and instead of Benchmark, we're gonna call it Bookmark, which is so adorable. So I'll leave down in the description actually the list of books that was recommended. Now I have not read all these books, that is for certain, but I would love to. And I will list them down below because around the table it was books that were recommended by everyone. Tried, tested, read, and true. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'm again so appreciative for you making it this long. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye guys.